who carries the name of Buhari, has gone ahead to sign a very dangerous bill. Now, to most of my coastal brothers and sisters, my flesh and blood on the coast, I know most of our people in the hinterland have outgrown all this childishness, but there are still many people in the coast that still carry some of this childishness in their hearts, thinking anybody is serious with them. And what is the childishness I'm talking about? The idea that you are a host community, or you are from a region, or you reach region, and by that reason, that puts you, that makes you any special. Until you have your freedom, you are nothing but rag before those that control your destiny. The petroleum industry bill came, we brought it up, and there were serious debates in the House where the former governor of Bayelsa State, being a senator now, seriously debated against the bill and did everything and all of that. But still yet, the bill was still signed. Not just him, there were some other people. In fact, because of the way he was talking, you know the system of the zoo now. Once you begin to talk anything that protects your people, they will go and bring and dish out your file, begin to threaten you with EFCC. Once you stop talking, EFCC will forget that they ever had your case on their table. The zoo is a very wonderful place. And that was how the man was shut up. Many others as well, they were shut up. Now the bill has been signed. Petroleum industry bill that makes a northern community or any community whatsoever that pipeline passes through to be classified as a host community with equal rights as those from whose land this oil is being harvested every day. Those that their livelihood is fishing, but they can no longer fish. Those their livelihood is surrounded around the river, but they can no longer swim without being corrupted, or their skin being corrupted with crude oil. Many of our rivers in the coastlines of Biafra, when you look at it, all you see is crude oil. There are very, very few rivers that are still pure, clean. No, the rivers are very dirty, and still people still jump into these rivers and swim. One way or the other, they inhale these things. One way or the other, these things get into their system. And you wonder why people die young and people die anyhow. And any kind of sicknesses can just kill them. People get sick of cancer just anyhow. And you wonder, why all those things? But in the days of our forefathers, it wasn't like this. I begin to think whether the pastors will come and tell you that it is because there are too many sins in the world. That is why these days people die. Yes, I agree. But a sin is a sin that the government of the zoo is committing against you. It's not a sin that you are committing against God or the sin that you are committing against your neighbor that is making you to fall ill anyhow, but the sin that the government has committed against you. But when we talk, many of you that are highly ignorant, there are many people, like they say, half education is worse than not being educated at all. Like I said some time back, many people in the zoo are seen to be educated, but they know absolutely nothing. They know absolutely nothing. Because you would think somebody is educated, but this person is facing death every day, but yet he's more interested in collecting money than trying to ensure that that thing that kills him stop killing him, or that thing that kills him is eradicated. Nobody talks about Ogoni cleanup anymore. Meanwhile, Ogoni land is not the only place in Biafra land that needs to be cleaned up. But who cares? Nobody talks about it. Every time they bring up new things, to make you forget the old things. But the old things are still there killing you. That same old way they use to make money from your land is still there killing you. Nobody cares. But when we talk, some of you will think that we are just too stubborn. No, we are not too stubborn. It's just that we refuse to be blind, like many of you. Because these things are not things that you can run away from. They are not things that you can run away from. If you like, run away from your land. Go to the United States, go to the United Kingdom, go to France, go to Germany, go to China, go to Japan, go to Australia, go to Canada, go to Brazil, name it, go to wherever you want to go to. Go to South Africa, go to Togo, go to Ghana, wherever. It doesn't change the fact that your community is your community. It doesn't. If you're from Ekeremo, you're still from Ekeremo. And you have relatives in Ekeremo. If you refuse to fight it, your relatives will be exposed to those things and they will die as well. And when your relatives that you left in your community die off, it means that you no longer have a place. By the time everybody in your community dies off, strangers will occupy your land. You are outside. Who is going to protect the land for you? Or maybe you have forgotten, you don't want to have anything to do with your ancestral land or your ancestral position. If that's the case, no problem. But if for any reason you think you have a place somewhere in Africa called Ekeremo, or somewhere in Africa called Ogoni land, or anywhere, any part of his own land, any part of his Soko land, or any part of Igbo land, mostly those places that are also exposed to all these petroleum exploration and all of that, and oil spill, you will not escape it. But you must know that the Fulani, or those that are not from these areas, they don't really care. Why should they? They are the ones that want to come and take your land. They don't care. They don't care who lives or who dies. They don't care. So they can spill, they can do whatever they want to do. It doesn't matter to them. But whatever benefit that comes to you, they have their eyes on it. Even though they have every other thing, that one that comes to the ordinary people, that might be able to come to the ordinary people, they want to share it with you. Still yet, they don't want you to have your freedom. How can somebody offer you 3% of what is yours as against 100% when you can stand and own it? How can you have something inside your house and a stranger is the owner of it? You have your land, a stranger, you are living on top of your land, but your own land is owned by a stranger. A man you knew nothing about. Somebody you wouldn't have ever known if not for Britain. There's no way you would have ever known about the Fulani, maybe except by war, because it's obvious they actually want to bring the war here, maybe except by war, but we wouldn't have known them. Our brothers at the boundaries of Biafra have been fighting them and defeated them, but of course we wouldn't have known them. We wouldn't have ever known Fulani. But today, you are so happy Fulani is controlling what is yours. And all these things will continue to be talked until the local people rise. But how will you rise when those that you have so much trust in, all they are interested in is to protect the pipelines, pipeline contracts? All they are interested in is to protect these pipelines for the benefit of those that are killing every one of us. They are fighting themselves to have contracts to protect the pipelines. And some of you are still looking up onto them to protect you. I'm sorry, they have gone past that. They are no longer in the business of protecting people. They are now in the business of protecting pipelines for them to get money. Actually, I do not have issues with people protecting pipelines. Of course, when Biafra is restored, we are going to have our security operatives that are going to be protecting the pipeline so that we do not have unnecessary oil spill, oil spillage and all of that. But actually, there may not be need for that because our people became fully employed. Who will have the time to go and expose himself to blow up oil facilities, pipelines and all of that? Who will have that time? When you're busy doing your job, everybody's gainfully employed. Everyone is gainfully employed. And those that are of school age are going to school. Those that are beyond that are gainfully employed, so who will have that time? Everybody's busy with something. But because the zoo is not interested in you, that is the reason those people, the people that they are employing to protect these pipelines now, are the same people that were blowing up the pipelines before. Agitating. They were blowing up this pipeline, agitating for the people, for the life of the people to be better. The zoo, instead of fulfilling what they were asking for, making the lives of the people better, the zoo is now going to employ them, to pay them, to settle them. So at the end of the day, every pipeline contract you get is a bribe. At the end of the day, every pipeline contract you get in the zoo is a bribe. It's a bribe for you to shut your mouth and allow the zoo to run rampage on your people. That is the reason all the big names, with an exception of none, that you hear in the coastlines of Biafra, none of them are interested in anything concerning activism for freedom. Freedom fighting. No, they're not interested. You can talk to them all you want. You can approach them all you want. They are not interested. They are not interested in anything freedom fighting. No, they are not interested. Look at IYC. IYC saying that President Buhari, of course the max wearer, is not permitted to come to Ijoland. The question is Ijoland half of the zoo? In fact, since this man from 2015, when the Buhari took power, to when the mask wearers started wearing his face to date, has Buhari ever come to Ijoland before? I doubt. I don't think he has. If he has ever, I can't remember. Maybe someone can help me. When we open the lines for people to call, maybe someone can help me to say, okay, yes, he came once and all that. The man can do without coming to Ijoland. What else are you doing? IYC. What else are you doing concerning this petroleum industry bill that has been signed into law? Where host communities only have rights to 3% of what is taken from their land. What else are you doing? Absolutely nothing. You can do nothing. Absolutely, because you're a toothless bulldog. You can only shout, make noise. At the end of the day, money will spread and it will all be history. It's a challenge. If you can, then do something. If IYC can, IYC should come out. I think because of what has happened, IYC should come out and tell all these own sons that are collecting contracts to protect what's it called? To protect the pipelines, that they should stop. IYC should do it. If they can. But they cannot. So, in order to show like as if they are expressing their anger, is threatening, is to say that Buhari should not come to Ijoland. What is he coming to do? What is he coming to do when he can stay in Abuja and give an order and things will be happening in his own land? He can stay in his community, in his village there, in Daura. He can stay in his village, or rather in the village of the Buhari. The max wearer can stay in Daura and give an order, and things will be happening in his own land. So, what is the essence of what you're saying? He should not come there. Does he have anything to do there? Instead of people say that NNPC should shut down all businesses that have to do with petroleum, should shut down in his own land. And you can even extend it to, because you can discuss with other people, if you shut down his own land, other places, at least in the coast, should be able to shut down. Can you do it? Do you have the guts to do it? Well, you have already sold yourself, so even if you do it, nobody will listen. Can you implement it? Can you shut down his own land? IYC. No, you cannot. I am giving IYC a challenge. if you want to do anything meaningful, shut down Izoland, shut down petroleum movement, shut down work. Saying that nobody should go to work in Izoland until this thing has been resolved, until this bill is changed, until the government go back on this. Let us know whether you actually have the will to do it. But you don't, because what most of you are there for is money. And because you've shouted now, very soon money will spread and everybody will go back to business as usual, like it used to be. Shut down if you can. But of course you cannot. Of course you cannot. You cannot shut down. You cannot shut down. It's a pity, but that is the reality. Prove to Izzo people that you are sincere. Prove to the people of the coast that you are sincere, because actually among the coastal tribes, Izzo seem to be the largest, or seem to be the largest ethnic nationality in the coastlands of Biafra, which the zoo calls Niger Delta. Izzo seem to be the largest ethnic nationality that all over the nation there are oil fields in different places. All over. So when an Izzo group is talking concerning crude oil or anything that has to do with oil and gas, it shows that a huge number of people from the oil-rich region is actually speaking. Even Izzo is speaking in that light. It means that, and most of the time, when you speak in this manner, you're not just, even if you speak in the name of Izzo, you're not speaking for Izzo alone, because other people are facing the same crisis. So if you take the lead, definitely others will follow. Most likely others will follow in the coast. But what will they do? They have all been pocketed. All of them. If they are not, they should do something serious. Can you shut it down, even for a day? Can you? Can you say that nobody should go to work? Can you? Can you do that in the coast? Because of this bill. Because threatening that Buhari should not come to your land, or even the south region that shouldn't come, is absolutely nothing. Absolutely, he has nothing to do there. What is he coming there to do? When all the governors go to Abuja to see him, if you need the attention of any governor, you just need to snap his finger and they will run to Abuja and see him. So what is he coming to your land to do? Absolutely nothing. Funny enough, the zoo have a particular system by which they operate. If they want to destroy you, they will use your flesh and blood. When the zoo want to build, when Fulani want to build a dry seaport in the north, they use Amechi to do it. Meanwhile, Amechi's hope in Iguacha, the seaport has been abandoned. Sorry, a dry port in the north, not seaport. Not there's nothing like dry seaport, I'm sorry. A dry port in the north. At hope in Iguacha, Amechi's hope, Honorable Rotimi Amechi, his hope, the seaport has been forgotten. Nobody cares about the seaport there. But he's the one in position, Minister of Transportation. He's the one in position. He's doing nothing about it. He is from the coast too, where you have Warri seaports. You have Port Harcourt seaport, Iguacha. You have Calabar seaports. These are at least 3 seaports. I said at least in 3 states. If you say okay, just 1 seaport out of these states, because I know that Delta State have more than 1. Bayelsa State even have a place whereby a seaport can be built. Or is there about 2 places thereabouts? You can build a seaport in brass. Very, very comfortable position for a seaport. Would they do it? Absolutely not. They wouldn't. They would never do it. Because the ones that are even there are being forgotten. Nobody is thinking about it. Nobody is remembering it. Everybody goes to Lagos. And now Fulani is tired of going to Lagos. They have now built a dry port. Obviously, they must have started using it. Now we no longer hear about it. There is a record that Amechi built a dry port in the north. That is exactly what they are doing with Timothy Silva. He is not the Minister of Petroleum. He is the Minister for State. He is doing a boy position. The Minister for Petroleum has certain rights. He can make certain decisions on his own. He can put things together. Then the president will have to look into it and do things. The minister is supposed to be having some level of independence in operation. But the Minister for State will follow what the minister have already done. And who is the Minister for Petroleum right now? The Maxwell Buhari. Timothy Silva is only a boy in that position. It's a servant position. So what is it doing? When they have finished doing everything, his own is to come out and defend it. And if you want to, if you want to provoke and say, oh, we don't like it, it's your son now. It's your son that is telling you now. It's your brother now. Is he not from the same place? Do you think your brother will be there and these things should be happening? Do you think that is their system? That is the reason they use saboteurs. When they want to cause any destruction, they use saboteurs. During the 60s, during the war of genocide, who was the person that was used to tell a negative story about the movement? His son, Nnamdi Azikiwe. He was the one used. In fact, Nnamdi Azikiwe, before Ojukwu became governor in the eastern region, Nnamdi Azikiwe, if not even afterwards, in fact, Nnamdi Azikiwe, the name Nnamdi Azikiwe, as at the time in the 60s, he was the most popular person in the so-called Nigeria, not just in the east. He was the most popular person in the zoo called Nigeria. Now, it now happened to be that this man is from the east. Now you can imagine. In terms of popularity, Ojukwu just had office. The man had a name. He had the name all over. He was the one used. Now this man is Dr. Nnamdi Kanu, highly educated. So when you want to talk, first of all, they are going to ask you, what do you even know about politics? What do you even know about the survival of the people? This man is from your place and he has traveled far and wide. He is even more educated than Ojukwu. So why do you think that what Ojukwu is telling you is better than what he's telling you? He's more educated, he's more exposed. That is the reason when you allow yourself to become a saboteur, you're the worst human being in this world. That is the worst form of slavery. To sabotage your own people. Because whatever wisdom you have, you will use it against yourself. Whatever exposure, whatever things that you've been exposed to, you use it against yourself. This is not just against your people. Far from it. The children and the descendants of Nnamdi Kanu are still suffering the same suffering in the zoo. They are still facing what every one of us are facing. What did he do? He stabbed himself at the back. So also the descendants of the other people. All those other people, I believe their children and their children's children are still in Biafra land. But we don't hear their names anymore. Most of them, we don't hear their names. The money they took in selling their people has finished. If you make research, many of them, their children will be poor today. If you make research, many of those people that betrayed because of money, many of them, their children are poor today. Stabbing yourself at the back. The enemy do not care. The Biafra were restored at the 60s. By now, the lives of an average Biafran would have been far better than what we see today. That was worth dying for. And it is worth dying for now. That is the reason our people have put their all, sacrificed everything to ensure that what we lost in the 60s and what we lost in the 1880s, because that was when these Europeans started coming to own our land. First of all, lost it in the 1880s, into the 1900s, into before 1914, because they started taking our land little by little from the 1880s. And we're trying to regain it in the 1960s. After Britain decided to give the zoo local rule, to grant the zoo local rule, which they deceptively call independence. Because if the zoo were to be independent, Britain wouldn't have fought for the zoo. It's simple. An independent country will fight her battles alone. Fight her battles for herself. But Britain took that battle and fought it directly. Fought the battle directly. While the other allies of the Britain fought it indirectly. Britain fought this battle directly with men and weapons. offering men and weapons to the zoo. So you must understand this is how they operate. They will use your own to destroy you, your flesh and blood. It was Fela's blood brother that was used to announce his death. It was Fela's blood brother that was used to announce his death. And he was the one used to tell the world that it was HIV that killed him. Maybe if it was today, they would have said that it is COVID-19 because COVID-19 kills very fast. Said that it was HIV. They will use your own to make it very, very clean. Your own flesh and blood. That is why finding yourself as a saboteur is the worst thing that can happen to you. So I am asking those that call themselves IYC, INC, and all of that. My question to you is, what are you doing? Can you shut down your land for protests? I don't mean other businesses, so shut down oil exploration in protest of this signing of this bill. Of course, you cannot do it. In fact, if you would have done it, you are supposed to have done it before the bill was signed into law. Now it has been signed into law. Of course, when you do it, you know they are going to bring down the army. But can you even try? Can you even do something? Of course, you cannot. Of course, you cannot. It's a pity, but that's the reality. That's the reality that we face today. I want to use this medium to apologize to Biafrans. I've not been on air for some time now. It's not because of any other thing. It's because there are certain works that needs to be done based on the responsibilities that I carry. I need to do certain things, and some of those things had to take my attention and took me away from broadcasting for a while. So that is why we have it, or that is why I'm just coming out today. Without wasting much time, I'll be opening the lines, and if our people from the coast, anywhere you are from the coast, you can call in and also say something about what you think concerning this thing that is happening. This thing that has already happened. My interest in this, yes, we are fighting to restore Biafra. We want Biafra restored. Fine. But there are some people that believe, many people in the coast, that are struggling with, oh, do I want freedom? Or do I not want freedom? Oh, can I manage this? Can I not manage this? Their eyes need to be opened. Number one, you cannot manage it. Number two, it's not about you wanting freedom. It's not about you needing freedom, self. It is about your life is at stake. Provided you're from Biafra land, whether it is south or southeast or whatever, whether not central, however the zoo decide to describe you, provided you are from Biafra land, your life is on death row. In fact, provided you are from the south, your life is on death row. Which day, is it not today, first day or so, the Fulani returns to Enugu? They are fighting. They are fighting every day, fighting hard. They want your land. Your life is on death row. Why do you think they are at Enugu? Today they are at Enugu, tomorrow they are at Epoi. It is because they have been pushed out of the land. Now they are battling at the boundaries. You have to be smart. If you keep playing and keep playing like this, they will get to you and they will chop off your head. That is the fact. That is the truth. They will get to you, they will get to where you are, they will chop off your head. Some of you are in the cities, you think, oh, this thing is only happening in the villages. One day you go to your village for one reason or the other. Or maybe on your way to your village, or maybe on your way traveling on the highway, they will chop off your heads. They are after your head. They do not want, they want to reduce the number of people that can challenge them when they talk. So that is the reason Fulani headsmen are everywhere to chop off your heads. That is the reason. Okay. Okay, that's so now, right now, we are going to be opening the lines. If you have the line, if you have the number to call, you can call in. And if you do not, we are going to be calling the number to call, and it's on signal alone. Only take these calls on signal alone. The line to call is +45 7164 5962 +45 7164 5962. I take it again. +45 7164 5962. I take it for the last time. +45 7164 5962. So that is the number to call. You can only get us on signal. You can only get us on signal. And we'll be taking a short break. Not yet. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra, Voice of the Coast. What's your name and where you calling from?
A very good afternoon to you, sir.
Yeah. Good morning from here. Go ahead, Biafrans are listening.
Am I coming out clear?
Very, very clearly.
Okay, my leader, since you didn't drop the call, if you drop the call, then I know I'm not coming out clear. But if I'm coming out clear, I want to carry on. While we are waiting for our people from the coast, my name is Mazi Nnamdi. I'm calling from my location. I want to first of all, thank you guys, DOS and for our leaders that are doing the needful. And I also want to call our people from the coast to wake up. The time is now. And I also want to concur with you with the language that you just used now, that we are all in a death roll. And if once you understand it that way, we will rise up and do the needful. Please, I want to use this platform. There is something somebody called 2 days back in Nwachineke program. A man was on the cutting a palm kernel on top of a tree, and he saw a Fulani people bearing arms somewhere in Ebonyi State. And then people were mobilized from the village to go there, and the arm was rescued. I want to use the opportunity to say, please, my leader, try to find out from Wachineke if you still have the number of that brother that called, and find out the location where that arms were recovered. And also, I want to ask you guys, please, if it's possible, to buy a dictator to our Eastern Security Network. Please, if it's possible, the people that are organizing this should make sure that the Eastern Security Network can have each commander have a dictator that can dictate where arms are buried. This one was seen. Many others might have not been seen. And then our people should understand that we are in a peculiar time. At this time, we need to all rise up in order for we to survive as a race. We have nothing else to go for now rather than going for Biafra. And our people should be ready, just like you said. They are looking for all of us to chop our head off, whether we're in diaspora or we're in Lagos or Abuja or any other part of the zoo, and we think it's happening in the village. Once you go there, many people have been killed because they returned home and they went, and they don't know that such a time are not good for Fulani people because they are all over the place. And I want to tell our people this afternoon, what happened in Afghanistan is an eye-opener for our people to get ready. Buy whatever you need to buy, guns, arms, knife, whatever, to protect your village. Try to have a security to protect your village. Mazi, the only question that I have this afternoon is to ask our politicians, whether lower senators or higher senators, or house or lower house or higher house, is I am not sure that I've been able to think through what is happening, that our leader is saying, stop killing my people, and they are killing our people. The representatives of these particular places are not speaking out. I've not pardoned it. I've not been able to think it through. I've not been able to ask myself a question and get an answer. What is happening? We are being conquered on daily basis by the Fulani, and they are moving in a very high speed. Our people are busy chasing election. Our people are busy chasing the money that is being shared by the government. I don't know for how long will this happen. Are they waiting for we to be taken over just like what happened in Afghanistan? But we are saying Elohim forbid. Chukwuemeka forbid. And this thing we are always calling Chukwuemeka. It's good that we are calling it, but we need to do the needful. We need to do it by working hard, and Chukwuemeka is going to help us. I want to thank you, my leader, and I want to thank Onyendu, wherever he is. I know that Elohim will continue to protect and guide him. But whenever we are saying Elohim will protect him, he will protect him. But we need to do whatever we need to do to get our leader out from where he is, so he can join the family and we'll continue fighting for our freedom. Thank you so much for the good job you're doing, and welcome back to the platform.
Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you. Okay. Let us take this caller now. Hello, good morning, and welcome to Radio Biafra, Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, good morning, my honorable leader, Tari. Good morning. This is Rabbi Charles. I'm calling from my location. Am I coming out clear, sir?
Yes, you're coming out very, very clearly.
Thank you very much. I want to greet their fans all over the world. Friends of Biafra, freedom lovers, I salute you, our leader, His Excellency Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I salute you. Mazi, let me ask you this. I heard you talking about people that are, that Fulanis are infiltrating different locations in Biafran land. Did I hear you say that?
Of course, yes.
Okay. If such is the case, why are we not taking, to stop it immediately? Why are we wasting time?
Your network seems to be disturbing.
Okay.
It's breaking.
Let me see if it is somebody. Am I coming out clear, sir?
Yes, you're very clear now.
Okay, good. Somebody was calling the same number. Let me state what I'm talking about, my brother. Our leader is being apprehended. He is in the Nigerian custody, DSS custody. The Fulanis, you guys over there are giving us, providing information, intelligence that this is what you are experiencing, this is what you are seeing. They are holding our leader. They are encircling us, trying to penetrate us. What I ask anyone listening to me, what is the big deal about sit at home order that is being called off? Sit at home is the little you can give to let them know that you are not in agreement with what they are doing by holding our leader. If you can intensify it as time progresses, you cannot call it off. I'm talking to DOS, let them listen to me. If that is the case, if your situation is not safe, and you are looking at yourself being surrounded, and you have every power to mount strategic measures by sanctioning Nigeria, if you can sanction them one day in a week, they will never get resources from Biafran land. It is part of sanction. You have to do it, you can't call it off. You have to intensify it until they get weakened. They are stopping your blood from flowing, and you allow their blood and oxygen to be flowing. That is why they are invading you. So if you keep on being docile and not standing up for what is right, by you listening to people that doesn't understand what is happening in the place where you are, then you have yourself to blame at the end. What we are doing is to make sure that you
Mazi, sorry. Now, you know what the message that the head of the Directorate of State gave to us is that this is an order that came from our leader. Okay? And we do not know what our leader or what plans our leader have in place or what is going on, why he actually gave such an order for us to call up the
allow me to respond to you, sir.
Okay.
Allow me to respond to you. I believe in interaction, dialogue, not monologue. If our leader is under captivity, I explain it to. I have tried my best to reach out to many Biafrans around the world. Let me use your platform to pass the message. We have this mindset is that when someone comes out with view, idea, they say, oh, he want to take over. He want to go against the DOS. It is not what I'm trying to do. Our leader gave me a task. I'm playing the task. And nobody knows when I had discussion with him. Now, let me tell you, if I use what happened in the past freedom fighting arenas to do the justice to the present one, this is not my first time of fighting for liberation. If when Mandela was apprehended, the same people were giving him orders from outside to Robben Island where he was in jail under white man's custody. So Mandela will now, based on what he was getting from those who are coming to visit him, to pass message to the commanders fighting for him that are scattered around southern region. Some of us were in Botswana. Some of us were in Zambia. Some of us were in Zimbabwe. We are looking at what is going on. And information kept flying. The commander was Chris Hani. And when Mandela gave Chris Hani order to reduce the bombardment, Chris Hani told him, listen, I am asked to get you out of prison. My main reason is to get you out of where you are. The people giving you information are not correct. I am free. You are in jail. I am not in custody. I am not totally free, but I can interact with people. If I'm getting intelligence from around Southern Hemisphere and within South Africa, I have to do this to get you out, otherwise they're going to kill you. And these people, Chris Hani defied the order Mandela gave him because he was fighting. He said to Mandela, I promise you I'm going to get you out. And Chris Hani kept to his word. Many people don't know the man I'm talking about. This is my mentor. You people think I came here putting my resources to make caricature of the freedom fighting of IPOB. It's not what I'm doing. And most of the people telling you that they got order from Oyendu. If your leader is apprehended, he will stop giving you orders because he might be under duress. He under torture. So if our leader is under torture and tell you to hands off, to drop your weapons, you will drop your weapons. You are a fool.
Okay.
You don't do that. You have to intensify the effort and the struggle until the zoo themselves will release him unconditionally. If you don't do it, they'll round you up.
Hello, sorry. I will have to cut you off here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I am done.
Yeah, your point is well noted.
Thank you.
Thank you for the contribution. What we have to understand is, first and foremost, what our strength in this movement is our oneness. Okay, whatever arguments that we have, different people might have different opinions. We might have different arrangements or different ideas, but one thing is certain: we must be focused. And what brings about that focus, or whatever we can do, is when we do it together as one. Okay? If we are calling off the boycott, we have to call it off as one. If we are continuing with the boycott, we have to continue the boycott as one. That is our strength. Okay? If the JS have said so, for now, we should first of all obey, then we can argue. Okay? We can put our arguments and say, okay, we can still do this another time, and we can continue to argue. But first of all, we have to obey first. That is the essence of command and control. We obey first, and our arguments proceed. So, if you're just calling for the first time, I've noticed some people have accepted you. You can keep calling, and now the lines are free, so you can call in and it will go through. Okay, so the lines are open. Lines are open, and I want people, please, when you call, do not digress from what I'm talking about. Try as much as possible to talk about what I talked about today. The things I talked about today are very, very important. They are important for the life of our people as well. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra, Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from?
Hello, Talia. Good morning. My name is Ndode Amanambo JP. I'm still from Umeshi in Olo Sanitarial Zone, or North Province, residing here in UK. Talia, I have had your presentation today. It's very, very wonderful. You are trying to energize the people from the coast who are not even participating themselves. Their participation is not up to 5%. As if what we're doing is only Igbo affair. Even in ordinary calling, they are not calling. They are not participating. But all things being equal, people say that anything, something that have already destroyed, we know how to do it. The hatred and the dichotomy have already been planted even before we are born. That Igbo man is very stubborn, that Igbo man is very domineering, is very this and that. They are not seeing the situation at stake on where we are seeing it. I could remember what you are saying about the people who are being contracted to guide the pipeline. I can see one man one chief last month in Delta State. This man was very, very vibrant, just recruiting young youths who are supposed to join the Eastern Security Network to guide their people and guide the territory. He was telling them that he gave them uniform and everything, that government is doing very fine, and they will guide the pipeline and everything. Just like what our leader told them when they want to bribe him, they want to give him something. He told them that, how can you bribe me with what is in my house? How can you come to my place? Our people say, Ojiji Watanebriya, that's somebody who used the child's yam to cook porridge for him. You use the child's yam to cook porridge for him. That is very, very unacceptable. I am calling upon the people in the coast for them to rise up and take up the challenges. Many people fought for that decision. Just like what the presentation Mazi Nnamdi was doing about how America liberated themselves. He said that they went to the world rejected them, but you need to join what you're saying. Because they are united. They have one ideology to liberate the people, they liberate their people from the shackles of the British enclave. And they achieved it. Today, where everybody is going to go to America. Hey, I get American visa and everything. That's what we're supposed to do. How can somebody come from nowhere and give you the audacity, give you a small peanut, and tell you that you need to get this thing for me, something that belongs to you? In Kuwait and everything, many people, they have their own oil wells, and nobody come there to touch it. I am asking our brethren in the coastal region. Just imagine if this oil, if this resources we are talking about is in the north, will they allow any southerner to come nearer? Nigeria could have been divided for ages now.
Of course.
They don't think of this. Only a peanut. They don't talk about posterity. They don't talk about how their children will be, where their children will belong after our demise. How will our society be? Our people say that the mother and I think I hear calling on. How can we be just like what the Gowon said? He could have bribed many people so that war will not come, and they were able to move ahead and take over things that belongs to us. And I want to tell these closer people, the oil they are talking about is not only in Ijoland, it's not only in the Shekiri land. The oil is everywhere. The whole Biafra land is the place filled with milk and honey. Exactly. Even in my own province alone, there are oil there. Everywhere there is oil. Let us buckle up. Let them rise up and take up the challenges. It is only some ladies that are taking up the challenges. Where are the men? Let them stop eating the peanut that the Fulani is giving them. Fulani doesn't have any inheritance in Nigeria. They are less than 5%. I'm writing up now, coming to what our brother Rabbi Charles is saying. I want DOS. I have asked vote of confidence on them. I want DOS, which you are one of them. Let us look into most of these logistics they are being given and know how we are going to tackle it. These people are circling us. They are coming in numbers. They are recruiting their people. This thing that happened in Afghanistan, maybe they are going to use Afghanistan style to come to us. But I pray that the Lord will give us more strength to subdue these people and take what belongs to us and restore them. And more importantly, our leader needs to be taken away, need to be relieved from that very place. Enough of this very intimidation. This is the very intimidation because our people are docile. The people who call themselves elites are docile. They are taking peanuts. They are just like even I'm now saying they are. I can't imagine. At times I start to imagine what type of human being are these people. What type of human beings are these people? You are talking about presidential election. You are talking about this one while your land has been taken over. So I thank Biafrans. Let us continue to move forward. Forward ever, I used to say, backward never. That will be my slogan every time. Forward ever, backward never. Whoever that feel that the DOS is not doing a place, let us give them chance. The DOS are doing what they're supposed to do, but let them continue to move, buckle up and treat the most of the grievances people are raising up. Thank you, Terry, and thank you, Biafrans. All hail Biafra. I sign off. My name remains Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, JP from Umesh. Thank you.
Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you for that contribution. The lines are open, and those that are calling should continue to call. The lines are open, and you go through now when you call. Hello, good morning, and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you're calling from?
Hello, Mas. Let me put up my radio.
Okay.
Give me some seconds. second week. Well, Mazi, good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
My name is Alozie calling from my location.
Okay.
Thank you for your program. Long time. Thank God for the possibility of giving us being alive today.
Yes, sir.
And we pray for our leader in all angles. We praise God. Our director gave us a prayer before he left us. He said, pray Psalm 100, Psalm 1 till 150. Maybe before you get half of it, something will start to happen. I don't know why we are afraid. Somebody who is leading us knows the future before it begins. It didn't start today, and it can never end until we get Biafra. And we strongly believing that my leader is alive, nothing can happen to him. Several times they have tried, they could not do nothing. If they could not kill our leader in Kenya, where can they kill him again? Nowhere. 8 days, nobody knows where he is. We couldn't give account of where he is, but we are believing he's with us that night. So if something could happen to him in Kenya, what will we be doing now? We have to give thanks to God, for he's still alive up to today. So, my brother, for what you are saying about a coastal region, my brother, starting from let me not put Delta State, starting from the river Niger Delta, wherever to Cameroon is full of oil. Go to river Niger now that we are in summer. Rainy season in Onisha now, the Niger will be full to the extent of trying to come out to the Niger Street. When it's sun, we go there, we see the glittering of oil on top of the water, even on sometimes in the street. In Anambra, where they call it super, there is a mini refinery there. Niger Delta, oil. Oil cannot do us nothing. Okay, those of us that they do put in Niger Delta, like Anambra said that does not put in Niger Delta, I did not survive. Can any state in Nigeria challenge those men there? Oil cannot give you food in the table. It's the husband that will give you food in the table. Their intelligence that will give us food on the table, not oil. And Nigeria is getting allocation from the oil. How many are the Niger Delta specific? 5%. Something in your backyard. You couldn't get up to 50% of it. The northerners who live miles away from there getting more than you're supposed to. Can't you make use of your senses and know something is wrong? Those people trying to let you know this is the way out. Why not put your hands together and make this will let it happen? A tree cannot make a forest, and a single broom, a stick of broom cannot sweep a house unless they get there together, join together. Let us stop deceiving ourselves for the people that give it to us. It's only Biafra that can save us. It's only Biafra. I have some cousins who live in this Bayase. I know what they're telling me about what is happening there around. Let the youth still wake up. Let the youth still wake up. My brother, thank you for your program, because sometimes the people from there who live in diaspora here, they say you are waking so much people up in the even area. Talking to let me go to what Brother Charles said. Brother Charles, we like your advice on what you are saying, but I think you have number of directorate of states or one of them. I hope it's better you go direct to them, to speak to them, than to be coming in our platform, making some people to feel that the DOS, they don't know what they are doing. Our director, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has given us instructions, and our lawyers cannot tell us what our leader did not say. We know the sit at home, we need it more than anybody. Even those people that are not in IPOB, they still even want to sit at home. We know it, but there is a reason that happened. And I believe it's our leader that gives the instruction, no matter what. We should try to obey, not to disobey. Our director said, obey before complain. Thank you very much, my brother. Have a nice day.
Thank you very, very much. God bless you. You know, concerning our people in the coast, I believe, you know, this thing that we are doing is spiritual, and with time, I believe our people in the coast will rise. Definitely they will. I know for sure that the ordinary people will rise because they are listening. No matter what, no matter the number, they are still listening. Let us take this call. Hello, good morning, and welcome to Radio Biafra, Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from?
Hello, TAMI REMY. Good evening, sir, from here.
Yeah.
I'm calling from Hong Kong.
You're welcome, my brother. The world is listening.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. Thank you for the good work you have been doing, and I thank our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for the good work they have been doing. May the Almighty Elohim bless you, all of you, in Jesus' name.
You see?
My brother, I want to use the opportunity to talk to my people back home, because I see that my people back home, none of fault on this struggle. I've been watching this, following this Radio Biafra, listening, but I never see where from our side somebody called. Like a watch you could. To beg my brothers and sisters all over the whole world that come from Anioma or Delta State, anywhere. If we can contribute, organize ourselves and contribute to make a Radio Biafra to be working Biafra everywhere in Delta State or in Anioma or Anioma, the whole of Anioma. If we can organize ourselves to start Radio Biafra everywhere, please, that's what I'm calling. I'm looking. Anybody from Abo, from Banke, from Wachufu, from Asaba, from Ibiso, please, my brothers and sisters, let us do this one, and so it's going to help our people to know what is going on. And we must have to support. We must have to support anybody, anywhere. Must have to support the Biafra struggle as long as you are from that side, because these people are coming. Our leader have said that these people are coming, and they must come. So this is the time we truly need to fight ourselves and wage the war on them, because we know they must come. Please, my brothers and sisters, because we know they must come. These people are evil. The Fulanis are evil. They can come to take what the God does not belong to them. So we really have to wait them. If that is happening for other places, it never happened for Delta State. We're thinking it doesn't concern us. No. Later they are going to come back and face us. So this is the time we need to fight them, join hand and fight. This fight everywhere. Please, my brothers and sisters, we really need to fight this fight so that when they will come and they will know these people are already ready, waiting for them. Because the Fulanis are evil. They must come everywhere. You cannot be thinking they're happening for Enugu, happening for Ebonyi, happening for Anambra. It's not happening in that. Of course, they must, it's state by state. They must still come. So we really need to support ESN and support Biafra struggle so that we can wake them, these people. I beg you, my brothers and sisters, thank you very much for listening to Radio Biafra, and you keep on continuing to listen to Radio Biafra and support your ESN, because it's very, very important. Biafra struggle is the only solution. That is the only help that will help us. Nothing else. Nobody is going to help us. If America cannot come, Britain cannot come. These people want us to die because they want to take our mineral resources. And this is the time we need to fight and wake them. Please, brothers and sisters, you didn't need to. If you are not putting effort, try to put more effort, develop more effort, more interest in this struggle. I beg you in Jesus' name. Thank you, my brother Terminari. Thank you. This is my first time calling your program. I will be calling all the time. Thank you, my brother, for your good work. And I want to use the opportunity to thank our Rabbi Charles, all these people. Please, my brothers and sisters, may Elohim go to you all in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay. Thank you very much for listening to my call. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother. God bless you. God bless you. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah, Mazi Nnamdi good afternoon, Shabbat Shalom from WhatsApp, and I remember Mazi Nnamdi and Onion remains our leader, and every other protocol is duly observed. Yeah, Mazi, before I stop now, before unless I forget, Mazi, please take this number. That our brother that is online now that is calling from Anioma. There is an Anioma group. Mazi, there is a Anioma group. If anybody is calling from Anioma, the whole of Anioma, he can call this number and join their group, Anioma group worldwide. The number is +39 349 816 2312. Tell him you can take the number down, please. In case anybody calls from Anioma, you give him that number, he call and they'll add him to their own group, Anioma group. Everything is in place there in Anioma. Everything is going very, very well.
Okay, call the number again. Call the number again.
Yeah, +39.
Continue.
+39 349 816 2312. Patrick. They will add him to Anioma group. I'm a member there. I'm there too. Is Anioma, everything is working very well in Anioma. All of them in diaspora. Anioma diaspora is there. Yeah, Mazi, I don't have much to say. I just appreciate you. That's why I came online, because I have other things I'm doing. Thank you. I remain correct. Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom, my brother. God bless you.
Thank you.
The lines are open. And if you're calling for the first time, know that I've accepted you. I've accepted all the callers. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you're calling from?
Good morning, my African rep. This is Mazi Nnamdi. I'm calling from Paris. Mazi, thank you very much for picking my call. I want to greet our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the all Biafrans who has taken it upon themselves in making sure that our land is secured. Mazi, please, I want to add to what our brothers has been saying, the callers. This silence of our brothers in the coastal region is beginning to worry me somehow, because you see, no matter whatever someone may tell you, you have your own personal sense, you have your own sense, you have your brain to reason. You cannot say, this person tell me that this person is bad. Why you haven't tried, you haven't given a chance, you haven't given the person they are accusing, you haven't taken your time to check if the person is really bad or not. But you rely on what your enemies told you. Who is fool there? So I want our brothers in the coastal region to start calling on this very platform, to start, revealing many things are going wrong there. A lot of environmental damages, a lot of premature death, a lot of things are going on in our coastal region. And here they are, some of them, being silent. They say is who wear the shoe knows where it pains him. You can never keep silent and expect your brothers in the interland to know exactly how you are, what you are passing through. You are the owner of the land there. You are the one to call on this very platform and let the world know what the zoo has been doing, has been committing against you people there. because we too, we are not there. You see, Mazi, it's not that I'm digesting or going out of your submission. You see this thing that happened in Afghanistan, we Biafrans supposed to be very, very alert. You know, during the Biafran War in 1967 to 1970, British government secretly organized with, reconcile with all countries of the world to help them, join them fight us, the tiny Biafra. Today again, surprisingly, we are seeing that upon all the billions that America and Britain has invested in Afghanistan, they secretly do what? Collapse that government and run away. They ran away purposely. They ran away there to focus all their focus in Nigeria, in Africa. Why are they doing that? Is to win this jihad, because they want Afghanistan to tie their relations with the zoo, with the northern Nigeria, with the terrorists there, so that all these Taliban will come and join them to do what? To fight against Biafrans. And we are not seeing all these things. We are thinking that the America will just purposely run away, or no. This is a secret thing. That is why I've said, Mazi, these are our Igbo politicians. They are political jobbers. They are fools. They don't know anything. Even though what is happening in that only Nigeria, they don't know. They don't know anything. What they are they are only concerned about money. They don't know what is playing on their back. They don't know. So if we, the indigenous people, we keep silent, because when they have finished this tide with Taliban now, you will see America and all these British, they will tell you, no, we are running away, terrorists are taking over Nigeria. Before you know, they may even stop sending money. They may even stop a lot of flights going to Nigeria. They may carry their bib, they have a multinational media. They will turn it there and start telling us that terrorists have taken over Nigeria. They are evacuating their personnel. They are even the saboteurs will start running away. And who will suffer the thing? The innocent ones. So that is why I am calling on our brothers in the coastal region. This ignorance, you will pay the price, though. Even our people in the hinterland, people will pay this price. Are we going to remain indifferent, claiming that election this, election that? Anybody that is calling about the election in our land, that person should be stoned to death. They are mad, Mazi. So you can't be keeping on deceiving us. That is the reason why they hold our leader, to tie us, so that to enable them do what? Circle all of us. And by the time we know it, all the Western world will just put their flight and pick up their people and run away, and even carry all the saboteurs that has been helping them there. Before you know, they will just leave everybody to be slaughtered by the jihadists and terrorists. So, Mazi, please, let us continue intensifying our coastal region and let them know the importance, the danger that is coming. The danger. That is where I will stop, Mazi. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. I believe our people in the coast understand what is going on. Some people actually. And they are listening. I believe they are listening. The reason I'm still here, the reason I'm still talking, is because I have not given up on the people. And that is the attributes of a true leader. Not giving up on the people whatsoever. Because if we give up on ourselves, because we only have ourselves, all we have are ourselves. If we give up on ourselves, then we are doomed. We only have ourselves. And I will never give up on our people. And I believe strongly that our people will rise. And when they do, they will not stop. That's what I know about our people. They won't stop. Because they say that a tree, when you want to build a skyscraper, you have to dig deep and keep digging and keep digging and keep digging. We are digging. Even though it looks as if everything that we are saying are entering deaf ears, nevertheless it is not. In the Holy Scriptures, Yahushua said, faith comes by hearing and hearing and hearing the word of God. So we are preaching the word of God here. We are preaching that message that is holy and clean. And when it begins to yield fruits, definitely it is going to come out strong, and it is going to uproot every other thing that the enemy have planted on our land. That is what I believe. I believe our people will definitely rise. There are people in the coast who definitely rise. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from?
I'm calling from South Africa, my brother, my comrade.
And your name is?
Hello, can you hear my voice?
I can hear you clearly.
Emmanuel.
Okay.
Emmanuel.
Yeah, Biafrans are listening, Emmanuel.
Yeah. So why am I calling you this afternoon, my comrade? Based on what one of my brothers said now, is because this Taliban that you see that left take their destiny into their hands now. It is a plan between America and British, and this government now ruling America, being Joe Biden. It is as if he can use the coronavirus to win election. So he can do anything. So including Boris Johnson. If they can use Kenya to kidnap our leader, so if the game is open for everyone to understand that the life of the innocent citizens are not safe. Are you getting me?
Yes, very well.
Yeah, the life of the innocent citizens are not safe. Why other governments in Africa are shouting corona, they putting a vaccination to their people. So, like now, you see now, Premiership have started, and La Liga have started. They have diverted our attention now. Today is a Saturday. Many now are watching they are waiting for the time to go and watch Premier League. Men Africans. So this thing now is a clean game. Like last time I phoned you to tell you, today we went to British Embassy here. We went to British Embassy here in South Africa. There is no sign to show that Britain are here, but they are there. That means even if you take them to court, they will tell you, bring the evidence. So what British are doing, they know what they are doing. So what I'm trying to now to tell our people and you to try to help us also. If our people, anytime we are going for protest, you see the flag for Britain, let us paint it red. Let the world see. Let us start changing our ideas. Their flag, we need to burn it down, like the way Taliban and terrorists always they burn down the flag of America. Let us start changing our mind, doing the same thing. You understand? Because this time around, these people, they don't care about us. They don't care about us. You will do something to take your destiny into your hands. You can't wait for these people because they can't help us. Many years now, they never help us. So what they help? British and the government, they are like a church. They are like a church. Church are not helping their members. If now like me now, I try to fight one Muslim person here now, you will see all over the world, the Muslim will start protesting. Even CNN, Al Jazeera, BBC, we started protecting interest of a Muslim. But see Pope now, today now, he's preparing to give the marks tomorrow, being Sunday. He will talk about other things, but he can't talk about Christians. So what kind of Pope is that? What our people supposed to be thinking, or what these people are doing to us? Church are not helping us. Pope cannot talk about Christians. What Pope is that? Is he not a demon against his own members? But Muslim can talk about their members upon how bad the Muslim is, but they are defending their members so that their members will have a hope. I'm a Christian, but a Christian cannot give me paper. If I go to my pastor to talk about him to help me to get a paper where I am so that I can work and make money, my pastor will not listen to me. But the Muslims, their imams are hearing their voice, giving them whatever they want, so that they will still come into fellowship.
Thank you very much, Mazi. Thank you very much. I think your point is well noted, and it is very, very clear. Okay, so that because of time, so that we can take the call of other people, our time is running out.
Okay, my brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the lines are open, and before we go ahead, let us hear from one of our pastors who wants to read us the psalm for today. Hello, Pastor.
From here.
Yeah, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra, Voice of the Coast. You can go ahead with the psalm for today. The world is listening.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Am I coming out clearly?
Yes, very, very clearly.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, dear friends worldwide, wherever you are, depending your time zone. I'm saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening from here. I want to bring to you the readings of our today's psalm. It shall be taken from the book of Psalms 82. You know, this is ongoing process. Our struggle is ongoing process because we believe, because we are chosen, because the Lord called us, because He said we should depend on Him and we should depend on no one else. I understood our people are bit worried. I understood that they didn't now understand anymore the way forward. And I want to assure every one of us that is listening to me from the kingdom of Denmark, our God is with us. And if our God is with us, who shall we fear? Why shall we tremble? Where are we panicking? I want to assure you, He is in full control. If we are people who can do the needful, that is to believe in the gospel of Chukwuemeka. In Radio Biafra, we worship Chukwuemeka. In Him alone we deliver us from the hand of the enemy. In Him alone that has promised us. Nobody has promised us. No woman has promised us. It is Him who sent us on this errand. On this note, join me to go and see what the psalmist saw in the book of Psalm 82. And I read. It is very short psalm. They continue to join us and listen. A plea for justice. We are pleading for justice. Dear friends worldwide are pleading for justice. Every one of us asking for justice. It is nothing more enough for men or women, but rather from God Almighty, that He should give justice to the Biafrans. And He says, Chukwuemeka standing in the congregation of the mighty. He judged among the gods, because there are so many gods. How long will you judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? Now, the persons of the wicked in this case is talking about the Janjaweed who are spreading their jihadists all over the world, including the as of yesterday. They are moving them with the Dangote trailers in some Yoruba land, so and so. The word of God said, how long will you judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked, which is Fulani? Defend the poor, Biafrans, and the fatherless. Do justice to the afflicted and the needy. Deliver the poor and the needy. Ride them out of the hand of the wicked, Fulani, Janjaweed. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on a darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. I have said, ye are gods, and all of ye are children of the Most High. What are they saying? They are, of course, but we Biafrans are the children of the Most High. Our God is a high God, the highest authority. He has the highest judgment, and He will give us justice. People are pleading this morning, Biafrans worldwide. But you shall die like men, and fall like one of the princesses. Arise, O Chukwuemeka, judge the earth, for thou shalt inherit all nations. This ends our reading for today, the 21st of August, 2021. I want us to pray. I want us to look at the word the Lord is saying. He's saying to us, He is the God of justice. And we are pleading that He should judge us, so that we shall inherit our inheritance, the land of Africa. That our enemies shall not take it from us. The judge will not take it. The wicked will be beaten, and all those cooperated, the Fulanis and so on, and all the Emirates, the Mohammedans, who are running around thinking that they can round us up. No, our Father said it is not possible. Our God said, be strong. And our God said, believe that He has the authority to deliver Biafrans from the stranglehold of the wicked. Only we should do the needful. Continue to support what we are doing in prayers. Continue to plead to Almighty Chukwuemeka. Continue to pay whatever we have been asked to pay to sustain our men on the ground, sustain our brothers and sisters, those that are in the bush, those that are the rain is falling for almost 2 weeks now, it's been falling very, very often in Biafra land, that they shall have something to eat, that they shall have something to drink, that they will not terrorized by the beasts of the earth and the fowls of the air, because of the mosquito biting, because of lack of food. So I'm pleading in the hearts and souls of men that have faith, those that believe in what we are doing, those that are supporting the DOS, those that are calling for the Lord to establish Himself before our commanders. We are going to pray tonight for them. I want to pray this moment for them. Our commander is ESN. That you have brought them. They have come. They have sold. They have saw that the problem we have, Lord God, that you continue to give them every enablement, continue to give them wisdom and knowledge, continue to give them in craftsmanship, that they can produce their own weapon. They can go and engage our enemy at the appointed time when they're supposed to. That they should not wage their hope on fetish things. Rather, they should read their book, their psalms, and their prayers. Rather, they should believe the Almighty Chukwuemeka. Rather, they should honor Him and bow their head before Him before they go into battle. Rather, they should acknowledge whenever they come back from the battle that He has saved their soul. Rather, they continue to pray at all times, making supplication to the Most High Chukwuemeka. He will be our saint. He will fight our battle, and it is Him alone that will give us victory. It is Him alone that will set us free from the stranglehold of Fulani. I am praying this hour, saying to you, men and women, that are everywhere doing one work or another for Biafrans in their leadership, that they continue to give them wisdom. We pray for them. We pray for their families. We pray for sustenance of this people. We pray for our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Hamadike one of Biafra. We have been putting so much that the Lord God should give him more wisdom, a better understanding, a refined spirit, a spirit of the Most High, that will make judgment at the right time and give us, Lord God, that enablement and hope which our Father Chukwuemeka has promised us, that He, Chukwuemeka, will restore Biafra. No man can, No woman will help us. Anyone who comes in the name of Chukwuemeka and it is not from him, it is a deceiver. They are only going to lead us astray. They only wanted to lead us astray, as they did in many years and thousands of years. They are leading us astray. Our people scattered all over the world. We worked for them. They enslaved us, mighty Father. But at the end, they still hated us. If what happened in Afghanistan should happen in Biafra land, they will not bring any aircraft to airlift our people. No, they will not. Because what? Their heart is not pure. Therefore, we depend solemnly in the hand of Most High. I pray now, Daddy, precious Lord, this is your word. Today we have read. Justice shall be offered to us through the hand of mighty Chukwuemeka. Thank you very much for hearing from me. Thank you for listening from us. May the God of our Father Chukwuemeka continue to sustain us and continue to sustain our leader, our radio host, Terry, who is doing a wonderful job tonight and today, depending wherever he is. Thank you. God bless you. I will still remain here, Pastor here, calling from Denmark. God bless you and goodbye from now. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Pastor. That's a very wonderful prayer from our pastor from Denmark. And this brings us to the close of today's program. I want to say God bless each and every Biafran that has contributed one or two to today's program. God bless you. We keep moving on. God bless you. Say God bless each and every Biafran that has contributed one or two to today's program. God bless you. We keep moving on. God bless you.